Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Tomorrowday Farms. Today we're going to do something that we do every year together, and we kind of go through what I'm going to can. I have to be 100% honest with you guys. Last year I really fell short with canning. Between work, health issues, and so on and so forth, I really struggle getting canning, and for the most part finding product. Because we didn't have our big garden last year, the little garden just did not produce enough to keep us going for the year. So that's why the garden has expanded so far this year. We're struggling this year. We can't find seed potatoes. We can't find all the things that I wanted to grow mass amounts of to have seed for the following year. That is always my goal, to grow our own product here on the farm. However, you have to get there at some point somehow. We can't find seed potatoes anywhere, so the potatoes I have in the garden this year are gonna have to be my seed potatoes for the following year. And with the Roost Stout garden failing at this moment, now we haven't had a ton of heat yet, so I'm really crossing my fingers that as soon as it starts to warm up, we just hit the double digits, like I think 3 days ago. So, you know, and we've had quite a bit of rain this year, which I'm not going to complain, because God watering your garden is the best water, right? So I'm just saying, you know, we really struggled, and not being able to go with our work schedule. We couldn't go to the auction. You know, they're in the middle of the day, and unfortunately we were working at that point. Yeah, I guess we could have skipped out of work a couple days and went, but the prices from the year before at the Amish auction we went to one auction, and we were dumbfounded with the price that it had got to. And we were just like, holy cow. Like, when we would buy $150 worth of product, we bought $150 worth of product. And then, you know, I think we bought $60 worth of items, and we were just like, there's nothing here. We were very shocked on how we seen the inflation move very, very quickly. So we're going to do our very best to grow as much as we can here. We're going to have to still rely on the Amish, which is fine. There is an Amish market, but it's an hour away. So, and our gas currently is at $2.25. So, you know, you have to kind of, what's going to be most economical. We don't have a farmer's market in our little small town. There isn't anything. We have 2 gas stations. That's what we have. So, but I need to boost my canning. I need to get back into it. I feel like I'm doing a disservice to my family because I'm buying canned items, and I really hate that. Spending our hard-earned money in a grocery store really drives me crazy, and I don't know what's in that product. So I really did a dishonesty to my family, because I just couldn't find product. I didn't have time and all the things. So I'm really working on those seasonal items. When I can get them, I'm gonna can them, and if I can can 2 years worth, I'm gonna can 2 years worth, because we don't know what the next year is gonna give us. So we're gonna do a quick rundown. I do this video every year, and I love making it for you guys, because there's great conversation in those comments. What are you guys gonna can? You know, how are you guys dealing with the inflation and the cost of things? Are you like Michael and I sitting here going, okay, it's for us to go anywhere, and I mean this literally anywhere, we have to drive an hour to get something. So we really have to, we try to do a one-stop shop once a month, and that is it. We are going to take you to the grocery store on Friday, hopefully, and we're going to show you what some of our prices in the north are. They're just crazy. They're just crazy. And there's very little product on the shelves. So we're getting to the point where we're just like, we're going to have to go to a new town, and the closest biggest town is 2 hours away. So you gotta, you know, we're in that space. So we're gonna talk about what we want to accomplish. I have had some really bad health concerns in the last year, so I can't stand for any length of time any longer. So you're gonna see me in videos sitting down chopping things, and it drives me crazy, but it's what I have to do. So we're gonna work on that together because I need to move through it. So veggies, I want to really boost my dehydrating. I have really lackadaisically done my canning, or sorry, my dehydrating in the last couple years. I want to boost that because it's such a great way. It costs me the amount of money to dehydrate the item, and then that's it. You know, it goes into a sealed jar, it goes in my dehydrating cupboard, and I don't touch it until winter. So like, I really want to focus on that as well. But veggie wise, I want to get some kale in some jars because I love smoked pork hock with some kale. I love that. We're going to do some carrots. Hopefully, if my carrots grow. Beans. What I'm going to do for peas, because I'm the only one in the house that eats them, I'm going to buy bags of frozen peas and I'm going to can them because it costs me money in my freezer to keep them. So I want to do that. And I want to do something different this year as things are coming off in the garden. I want to put them in a Ziploc bag, and I want to can a farm fresh garden veggies, like mixed vegetables. I will have to use peas from the grocery store because for me to grow peas, it's really not worth it for me at this moment in time. Next year I might feel completely different, right? Potatoes. I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know where we're going to find them, but hopefully we do find them in 50-pound bags. I'm going to talk to my friend Dina that owns Rest a Kill Acres and see if she can get me potatoes and corn. So we're going to go back to the Amish because I didn't grow corn this year because we didn't get the garden in time. So, and we're just going to get some bulk corn from them. Condiment wise, we're going to do some more mustard, some more ketchup, because I'm almost out of ketchup, sweet onion jam, which I never got done last year, another thing that I failed on, Michael's tomato jam, or we call it in this house adult ketchup. We want to do some apple chipotle barbecue sauce, which I'm going to use the old ketchup. I have a few jars in a liter that we're going to use that for the base of the barbecue sauce, which we might actually do next week. Excuse me. Pickled onions, dilly beans. I love dilly beans. I haven't had them since my grandmother made them before she passed away, or my mother. So I'm gonna branch out into my childhood. I love them as a snack. And once again, obviously my pickled beets and my chili sauce because, well, I can chili sauce every year. Meat wise, we have 5 pigs to process. 5. So you're going to see a lot of pork videos. We're hoping to start that in the next week or so. Roast beef. I'm going to try to find some roast beefs that are on sale and show you an economical way. We did price a whole cow last week and it was $3,000. So there is no whole cow going in our freezer this year. That is just too much money. Chicken. We can't find chickens, baby chicks for meat birds, so we don't know what we're going to do there. We are going to try to change over our flock for next year and do a dual purpose bird, but finding the birds with all the avian flu has been a kind of a struggle for us. Taco meat, ground beef, which I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that economically. Ground pork, ground sausage, and pulled pork, and a couple different kind of porks that are a little bit spicy and a little bit sweet all at the same time, but that's a surprise for you guys. Pie filling, I'm all out of all my pie filling but some peach, so I don't need to worry about that. But if I happen to find peaches on sale, I'm gonna pick them up. Apples, an apple pie filling, and cherry. At our local Amish store, they sell buckets of cherries. Now, they were like $55 last year, so it's all going to be on cost this year. But I'm really hoping to do some cherry pie filling because I really like having that. We're going to can 2 different salads. We're going to can a super It's called Super Slaw. I created it last year. I canned it, and we tried it over the winter, and we loved it. So I'm going to show that to you this year because I have got that going. And we're going to do coleslaw. Wasn't too fond of the cucumber salad. It tastes more like a pickles. So I will not be canning that again. But soups, we have a stack, guys. We're going to go into a different realm this year. We're finding we're eating more soups in the winter, especially when it hits like -50. They're great for a lunch to put on the fireplace and just let them perk away for the day. We're going to make some ramen vegetable base. We're going to make some chicken ramen vegetable base and pork. Because obviously with 5 pigs, guys, I'm going to have some pork going on. So we're going to do that. We're going to do some bacon soup starter. We're also going to do Rosemary's minestrone soup because it was absolutely delicious, guys. Loved her recipe. And a good old-fashioned what's in the garden kind of vegetable soup. I want to have 3 or 4 different vegetarian soups kind of kicking around. I've kind of veered into that direction. Nobody else in the house has, but I have. And so I need some product in the house so I can eat as well. I'm still eating meat, but very, very little. And we're going to do farmer soup, obviously, do that every year. But what I'm going to change with a few of these soups is I'm going to make them in my roaster. So because we have friends moving to Manitoulin Island, which is about an hour away from us. She's going to need help in this situation. So she's going to come here and I'm going to teach her how to can this year, which she's super excited. I gave her a pressure canner like a couple years ago and they won't even put it on their stove. They're absolutely petrified of it, which I think is so funny because we all know people that are afraid to pressure can, which to us that pressure can all the time, we find it kind of funny, and I pick on her about it all the time. We're going to do a taco soup. We're also going to do a spicy pork broth. That's also going to be for a ramen and for a couple other soups that I created for Michael because he's in this big spice kick. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. I'm going to do some ham and bean soup for myself and for my friend's family. They all love it there. Tomato soup, and we're going to do a hot and sour soup as well. We're going to do tomato beans and maple beans for one person. You know who that's for. And tomatoes, well, you all know it's always tomato season in this house. So, you know, it's going to be all of the tomatoes, okay? And if we don't have enough tomatoes in our garden, I will wait for the $10 box sale. There probably won't be $10 this year, but I have enough points to buy, I think it's 8 boxes of tomatoes. So if need be, I will do that as well. I really can't wait till I don't have to do those things. The dehydrating list is long. It's a lot of herbs. I want to do some lemons, some limes. I want to watch for them to go on the reduced to sale rack, and hopefully I can get those things in the dehydrator. If I can get them sooner, I'm just going to dehydrate as much as I can this year. Tomatoes. I want to do whole tomatoes. I just love doing those. And peppers, onions, garlic, leeks, potatoes, again, mixed vegetables. A great substitute for your soups or your stews or your casseroles. Bok choy is another one. I dehydrated bok choy a while ago. I'm pretty sure I have a video on it. I will link it if I did. I'm pretty sure I did. And bok choy dehydrates so well, and it's still got that crisp to it. It's wonderful. And I want that for all the ramen meals that I plan on doing, and I think that will be really cool. I want to do cabbage, carrots. I want to do some shredded hash browns. Like I said, lots of herbs. I really want to pull away from buying anything at the store. Right now, for me to buy, say, a pack of Italian seasoning, I think it's like $7.99. Like, it's craziness. So anything I can do myself, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to bring you guys along for those rides to show you how to do more the way I live frugal, because I'm pretty frugal. So celery, I want to do some oranges, things like that that we can put in iced teas or whatever. We are going to can some more coffee. We're going to can some different kinds of teas as well. So that'll be coming up as well. The other thing we decided to do as a family is to do more freezer meals. So hopefully you guys will enjoy those kind of freezer meals. We're going to do really crazy things like pork cutlets and chicken balls and egg rolls and not just casseroles. I find casseroles can get very boring very quickly. There's so many of them out there, right? But as a Canadian, we don't use a lot of cream cheese, and I find a lot of those casseroles carry cream cheese, and it's not not this Canadian. We don't use a lot of cream cheese. Like when I see people buying like all these packs of cream cheese, I'm just like, wow. Because for our family, that's a rarity for us to have cream cheese in the house. It's really rare. It's like, mom's making bagels this weekend, let's pick up some cream cheese. That's pretty much the only time I have it in the house. I want to do some hash browns. I want to show you how we make the McDonald's hash brown here at the house. So, because obviously we don't have a McDonald's anywhere near us. You know, the kids and Michael and I really, we crave those kind of things every once in a while. So I just make them at home. But we're going to try doing some freezer fried rice, lasagnas, all those things. And those are all going to be sporadically through the winter. So I hope you guys will enjoy following along with me. And can you guys hear that? It's a woodpecker on our roof, because we have a metal roof. It's a woodpecker, if you're wondering. I want to freeze a lot of vegetables, you know, just a lot of things that I want multiple ways for me to use a product. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she's like, why do you need to grow 200 pounds of potatoes? And I'm like, but there's so many things you can do. You know, we can can them, we can dehydrate them. Mashed potatoes for a quick meal in the freezer. Pierogies. The list is endless. French fries. Pre-making your French fries so you don't buy them at the grocery store. Things of that nature, I think, is just invaluable for a mom who is super busy or doesn't feel well and can say, hey husband, you need to cook tonight. Having those products in your house to maybe lessen the load on your canning, I think is a really good thing. But you let me know what you guys think. So that is the plan for this year, guys. I need to get back out in the garden while it's not raining, but I just wanted to come to you with the traditional, what's gonna go on Tomorrowday Farms kitchen. We're gonna be mainly in the outdoor kitchen this year. I'm working on cleaning that because I need to disinfect it. And I've already told Michael there will be no cooking in that kitchen this summer because, well, I guess I shouldn't say that. If we can't get propane, that might be a problem. But I don't want to cook in that kitchen. It gets so hot in there. And because we don't have air conditioning, it can be a struggle sometimes. So we're going to be in the outdoor kitchen for this summer, cooking up all these amazing items and canning and preserving and freezing, dehydrating, all the things, guys. So if that is something that you guys would like to hang out with me and do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button for this video. And hopefully the garden grows as well as I hope it will. And make my grandmother proud. And I will see you guys super soon.